Kalos Ash. How strong was he? In order to not beat around the bush and make this video as short and simple as I can, let's go with the things we do know first. Ash obtains all 8 gym badges and goes to the Kalos League with a team arguably one of his best, if not the best teams he has ever had. For starters, we have his favorite Pokemon in Pikachu, followed by Talonflame, Noivern, a pseudo-legendary Goodra, Hawlucha, Greninja that can become Ash Greninja, basically being the equivalent of that of a Mega Evolution Pokemon. Now entering the Kalos League, Ash has defeated his first opponent and qualified for the top 32. Then Ash had made it all the way to the semis of the Kalos League where he had a battle against Sawyer. Heading to this battle, Sawyer had a pretty good team. Sawyer came into the battle against Ash with Slacking, Clodsire, Aegislash, Slurpluff, a pseudo-legendary Salamence, and a Sceptile that can Mega Evolve. At this point in the battle, it was Hawlucha versus Slacking, and Slacking was defeated by Hawlucha. For a second Pokemon, he had sent out Talonflame, and Talonflame got destroyed, and destroyed Slacking. Type advantage, makes sense. But Sawyer countered Talonflame with Clodsire. Talonflame was defeated, and Ash sent out Pikachu at his next Pokemon. Pikachu defeated Clodsire with a good Thunderbolt, and the next Pokemon Pikachu had to face was Aegislash. Due to a hard-fought battle, Pikachu was able to find a way to defeat Aegislash, leaving Sawyer now with just 3 Pokemon left. In the next phase, it was Salamence versus Noivern. Both Dragon-type Pokemon were fought very ferociously. Both were very good. At this point in the battle between Noivern and Salamence, I thought this could go either or, because both were probably considered pseudo-legendary. I don't know if Noivern was, but I know Salamence was. But anyway, the battle was very good, it was very strong, and the final clash in the air, it was Salamence using Dragon Rush versus Noivern's Acrobatics move, Collision. Both were knocked out, and Sawyer's 5th Pokemon at that time was basically this ice cream looking one named Slurpluff, and Ash has sent out his Goodra. Surprisingly, in this battle, which I did not expect, another double knockout. Ash and Sawyer's Pokemon both were knocked out, which I thought was pretty weird, because I thought Goodra in this battle had more of the upper hand, just because, I think this was probably the first time or second time Goodra has lost. And Goodra looked a lot stronger, being another pseudo-legendary, but anyway, Goodra had lost, and now Ash is down to just 2 Pokemon, and Sawyer with 1. Sawyer's last Pokemon was Ace and Hole, Sceptile, and Ash had used Pikachu. Pikachu was defeated by Sceptile, surprisingly, leaving now down to Greninja. Now, Pokemon typing-wise, you'd think he would lose, because Sceptile should have the advantage, especially being Mega Evolved. He should have boosted stats. Well, surprisingly, in the final clash between these 2 trainers, both Pokemon had unleashed their new evolution, being Sceptile's Mega Evolution and Greninja's becoming Ash Greninja. Surprisingly, the theme music played, Greninja and Sceptile had 1 final clash against each other, and once the smoke clears, we see Sceptile defeated and Greninja was still standing. Surprising enough, I don't know how, but it happened. Now, this makes Ash as not only victorious, but making him the first time ever going to the finals of Pokemon League. Last time, as we know, in Black and White, he lost in the quarterfinals, so now he made it to the semifinals. First ever finals. Congratulations. In his final match, it was a final match between him and Alain. Alain's team consisted of Weavile, Unfezant, Metagross, Tyranitar, Bisharp, and Megacharizard X. Megacharizard X. What the fuck? Yeah. Very good team. Very rounded team. The first battle was between Pikachu and Tyranitar. Looking like Pikachu would have the advantage because he is an electric type, and Tyranitar being a rock dark type. But surprisingly, or not surprisingly, Pikachu was able to defeat him with an Iron Tail, setting the stage for the next Pokemon battle between Weavile and Noivern. Short summary here, Noivern was quickly defeated by Weavile, and Ash has set out Hawlucha as his next Pokemon. Hawlucha was able to avenge Noivern by defeating Weavile, but then was quickly defeated by Alain's next Pokemon in Bisharp. Ash's next Pokemon was Talonflame, and Alain was actually smart enough to call back his Bisharp and send out Unfezant. Now, this was a flying dual type Pokemon now. It's flying between Alain's Unfezant and Ash's Talonflame. In the flying battle between the Pokemon, both were defeated in the air, and both had a double knockout. Now, this sets up the next battle between Metagross versus Pikachu. Through an intense battle, Pikachu's 8 was victorious against Metagross. Alain has sent out his ace Pokemon, Charizard. Surprisingly, I don't know why he still used Sound Flame against on Pheasant. On Pheasant, he could have used the Pikachu, but and left on Pheasant for Metagross because type advantage. But you know, Pokemon. Anyway, through an intense battle, Pikachu won, and Charizard was Alain's ace in the hole. Charizard was able to make quick work of Pikachu, using a big flamethrower, defeating him now with just Ash with just 2 Pokemon, in Goodra and Bisharp. Goodra had used Rain Dance, and the rain began to fall down. Both Pokemon had given it their all, but it was Alain, Bisharp, in the end, who defeated Goodra with the final blow, leaving Ash now with just Greninja. Surprisingly enough, I didn't think Goodra was losing again, but yes, he did. Anyway, taking out Greninja was able to swiftly defeat Bisharp with a double team and water Shuriken combo. Now the final battle begins, the final battle between Alain's Charizard X and Ash's Greninja. Advantage typing here looking like it seems that Ash should have the upper hand, but this battle would not be an easy one for either trainer. Both trainers going all out with Alain's Mega Evolution Charizard and Greninja transforming to Ash Greninja. In the final clash, it was Greninja using a Super Water Shuriken versus Blast Burn. Both Pokemon took a direct from it, but when the smoke clears, both Pokemon were still standing. However, looking as both Pokemon were still standing, Ash still could have had a chance, but sadly enough, Greninja did not last long and was defeated. Alain had beaten Ash and won the Kalos League. So, this was very sad because this was the closest Ash has ever been to winning any league, and it was literally the final move that would have made or break him. And, you know, I'm not going to go on to the whole Team Flare after effect after this league because I don't think it was very much needed to know because, like, at this point in this series, Ash had pretty much peaked. Like, he's not going to get any stronger than this, like, in X and Y. And this is pretty much where he stopped. This is his full team, you know. He's not going to get any stronger than this. And at this point, I'm just thinking, okay, Ash not getting stronger. Team Flare was pretty much, it was okay. I'm not really gonna get into it, but yeah, overall, I think Kalos Ash had a pretty solid team. A solid A. I think this team would beat out Sinnoh team, just because he just has more diversity in this team, just a lot like pseudo legendary now, fully evolved pseudo legendary now, and better typing, I would say. Though he had a very strong team, and it was super close to winning the league. It was basically the last Water Shuriken that was a do or die for him, and pretty much it. Like, he could have won the league, but you know, it just didn't work out. But overall, I think Ash's team was very good. He was a very good trainer. He grew teeth in this one. He had the drip, but yeah, overall, I think he was a very good quad trainer. Between Sinnoh Ash or Kalos Ash, I'd probably give it a little bit nudge to Kalos Ash just because his team was more diverse and he had like more strategic wise. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a like, subscribe, all that. If you like another one to come out, I'll do it eventually. I don't know when it'll come out, but it will come out eventually. But yeah, take care.